Hello, y'all. We've got a hurricane headed our way this evening. It's just gone up to a category 4, which I think by the time it gets to us, it may still be a 1. So we'll see how that goes. But tonight is, we have a hurricane? Oh, let's make an orange cake. Oh, and let's just continue to be happy. Okay, so let's get started with this. It's going to be a quick and easy cake, I believe. I'm taking a classic yellow cake mix and a box of instant lemon pudding. This is the small box, the 3.4 ounce. And I'm going to mix those together over here in my mixer. I'm also going to add about 3/4 of a cup of vegetable oil in that. And I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of orange juice. Now this is not the high pulp orange juice, it's just the no pulp orange juice. So I'm going to get that all started right here in my mixer. Turn you where you can see what I'm doing here. And I will get that going. I don't want you to have to listen to it. I'm also going to stir in 4 eggs into this as well. But let me get it mixed up and I'll get right back with you. Okay, I've got it mixing. I'm going to stir those eggs in now. I've got 4 eggs in this little cup. I'm going to try to put them in one at a time, like this. We're doing really good here. When you're making this, be sure to remember to shake your orange juice up real good, just to get it mixed up really good before you pour it in. I've already done that and poured it in there. So our batter is just about ready. It looks really good. Let you see it. See if I can open that up for you and let you see down in there. So yeah, looks pretty good. So now I'm going to get that into a pan. Let me get my pan prepared and I'll get right back with you. Okay, I just used my nice baking spray, sprayed this really deep bundt pan, and that's what I'm going to put the cake batter into. So let me get that over in there and I will be right back. Okay, I've got my oven preheating to 350 and this batter is pretty thick. Hold on a minute. Turn the pan a little bit. Sometimes you need 3 hands. Be able to turn things around. Especially if you're trying to keep everything pointed towards a camera. Gets a little tricky sometimes. I hope y'all are all being safe tonight. I'm just so thankful that we still have power because I wanted to make this cake to take with us on Saturday. And I don't know if we'll have power tomorrow, so I figure I better go ahead and make it tonight. Hopefully we'll have power for the next 30 minutes or so while it cooks. Now, try to get every bit of this out of the bowl. Using what my mother always referred to as the child cheater. Get all this out of the bowl and the child doesn't have any good stuff to lick when they lick the bowl. Yeah, that's about as good as I'm going to get. So I just kind of even it around like that. And I usually bump it a couple of times, see if there's any air in there. I've got my oven, like I said, I've got my oven heated to 350, so I'm going to get this on in there and I'll get back with you when it's time to pull it out. Okay, y'all, I got that cake out of the oven. Let me show you. It's beautiful. Doesn't that look good? And so now I'm going to make a quick glaze that's going to go over it, and it's an orange glaze. So what I have done is I put 4 tablespoons of butter in this pot, and now I'm going to pour 3/4 of a cup of orange juice in there with that. And I'm supposed to put 2 cups of powdered sugar. Well, I wanted to show you, if you don't sift your sugar, it will have little lumps in it. So that's what I'm doing right now. I've got my, I don't know if you can see how I finagled this thing, but I put the sugar in this sifter, and then I've got it over my little measuring cup here. But I put 2 cups in here, so I'm just going to sift it all. I got to hold this so it doesn't come apart and get all over everything. It's trying to, could have done it in a bowl. Probably should have. But I'll just do it up like this. Sifting it all out. Get it all over the cabinet, but it's all right. I can wipe that up, put it right in here because the cabinet was clean. All right, there's a few little things down in there. I don't know if you can see them, but they are not going in my pot here. So now I'm just going to put this sugar all over here in this pot and start it up and melting that butter. That's all I really have to do is just get it hot with the butter melted. I'm just going to get this all in there. It should fit all in here. I'm going to wipe up some of this that I spilled. See if I can do this without it going all over the floor. Yeah. Here we go. Now then, I'm going to stir that in. And see, whenever I work with powdered sugar, I get it all over me, all over everywhere. I think it's just the nature of the beast. But just going to cook this slowly until that melts. But in the meantime, I'm going to take a pick and pick holes all in this cake over here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to pick holes all in this cake so that when this is all melted, I'm just going to pour it all completely over this cake and let it soak in. And it's probably going to look like it's way too much, but it will soak it in as it sits there. And then won't be able to eat it tonight, but at least you'll see how it does and just know that it's going to taste good. That's all. I won't be able to dump it out and have it until probably tomorrow morning. So yeah, I'll just let this keep cooking until it's ready, and then I'll show you how I'm poking the holes and all that. Hold on. Okay, I'm back now, and the butter has melted, and I'm going to poke holes. I've got a skewer, like you would do shish kebab. I like it because it's a little bit bigger than just using a toothpick, and so it makes a little bit bigger holes, and I'm just going to poke the holes all in the cake here. I've already poked quite a few before I started filming. So now that I've got all these holes poked, I'm going to start pouring this glaze over. just going to do it a little bit at a time. I think I'll use a spoon here to do it. And just see how it soaks in. It's running all around, down. Boy, it sure does make this look pretty. Gives it such a nice shine. Also gives it a really nice orange flavor with this orange juice. It's going to be a very moist cake, I'm sure. I think it's supposed to sit for like about 8 hours or so. So overnight would be great. So as soon as it's cooled off and all this is soaked in, then I'll take it out of this pan. It almost looks like it's going to be floating in this juice. I'll bring you over here in a second, let you see how pretty it looks up close. You to see how much is in there so you can see how it looks. I mean, there's juice all around the edges, but it'll soak in. You see how much is still like puddled right here in this center part, and around these edges, but it'll soak in. And I'll get back with y'all in just. Okay, y'all, so I'm back, and I wanted to show you that most all of the juice has been absorbed now. It's been about 20 minutes. So, and you know, it's cool, the pan's cool enough I can hold it this way. So I'm going to take a plate, lay on top, and do a little flip. Whoa, fell down. And boom, there it is. Nice and pretty. Looks good. I'm going to try to slide it over a little bit. Didn't get it quite centered on that plate. Kind of hard to do. Let's see if I can do it by putting this back on it for a minute. Yeah. That'll do it. Well, it doesn't want to slide. I guess it's sticky up under there. So it's semi-centered on the plate. Good enough. Anyhow, it's supposed to set for like 8 hours. It's supposed to, you know, absorb the flavors even more as it sits. So this will be something that'll be ready for tomorrow, and hopefully if the hurricane doesn't, well, even if the hurricane knocks the power out, now at least I've got my dessert made for Saturday morning, because I've got things I'm going to on Saturday, and I'd like to take cake with me. So anyhow, love y'all. Hope you all stay safe, and just don't get out on the road if you don't have to, if you're in this path of this hurricane, or the bands that are going around it with all the rain. The trees that might be falling, the power lines down, whatever. So just be careful. Use good sense. I love y'all. Bye-bye.